Okay, so today is my 43rd day of my weight loss journey, and I still have a cold. Um, I did, it's a snow plow. It snowed. Um, I did try to get dressed today and do something with my hair, because just because I'm sick doesn't mean I have to look sick. So, even though I really don't feel that much better, I made an effort because I've done enough videos in my nightgown, my uniform. I am getting better with my shoulder. Still hard to get dressed. Still can't wear a lot of things, but I can get dressed for the most part. I can't wear anything tight. Still, it's easier to put on things that button up. It's still hard to put things over my head, so I have to slowly place this arm into it because I'm recovering from shoulder surgery, and then lift it over my head and try to shove this arm in. So that's been a little difficult. Well, anyway, um, it was hard to eat today because I just, I don't know about any of you, but when I'm sick, I just don't feel good. My stomach's upset. I don't really feel like eating anything. Don't really have an appetite. Don't really have the energy to make too much stuff. But I tried to eat as healthy as possible today. I did not have a spinach shake though, like yesterday. It was just too hard to eat. Um, it really was. So I started out because that meal went over really well yesterday. The lunch of the fish, and I try not to eat too carby today. So I had a cup of ginger tea for my throat, and I had a piece of fish again with the same breading and grilled in my George Foreman grill. And instead of the rice noodles, I decided to have some green beans. And I ended up cutting that meal in half. I really wasn't that hungry, maybe because I ate a lot yesterday, but also because I'm sick. So I only ate half of that. And my intention was to save the other half for lunch, which is what I did. I don't know why the camera's having so much trouble focusing today. Am I too close? So I ate half of that, and I did drink all the tea, and that was my breakfast. And then for lunch, I forgot, because I'm not feeling good, I forgot to take a picture of it for lunch. I just had half of that, half for breakfast, half for lunch, and I did not eat in between meals. And when it came time to dinner, I guess, as I've said, I take care of my mom and my daughter. My daughter has Asperger's, she's autistic. She's been getting a little depressed because, we've been sitting around for a while with my shoulder surgery. And then it's winter time, and they like structure and they like dependability. And I really haven't been able to do all the things we usually do because I couldn't drive for a while, and she's just depressed. So I love hearts. I just do. I mean, my wedding rings were a heart, and have a lot of heart-shaped bakeware because it's kind of cheerful and happy, and makes me feel happy to see hearts. And my daughter makes organic dog biscuits, and she has one of my little heart cookie cutters to make the dog biscuits, and she lost it. So I bought her another set, and I had a heart pan. So to cheer her up, I made this. This was my dinner. It's a disgrace, I know, but I made a cherry pie in the shape of a heart in my heart pan. And then I took the little heart cookie cutter. It was a set. It was hearts and, hugs the circle and kisses the X. So I made, because it's easier on me. I can't really roll out the dough because of my shoulder surgery. My arm's not well enough. So I just hand formed that crust, gluten-free crust in the pie pan. And then I poured in the sugar-free. I saved it so I could show it to you. Let me reach and get this. Um, this is the gluten-free flour mix I use. It's really good. I think Bob's Red Mill is kind of a national brand. You see it says gluten-free all-purpose baking flour. And I just made it the same way as a traditional pie crust, 2 cups of this and 1 stick of butter. And I just take 2 butter knives and I kind of just, in a scissors crisscross, well, I tried to do that, but my shoulder is not well enough for all that, movement. So I ended up just with my good hand cutting the butter up with the butter knife. Oh, my cat scratching the fur. She's so bad. She just never listens. I can't really trim her nails because I can't hold on to her with my shoulder surgery. It's better, but it's not healed. Oh, well, anyway, so I made this for dinner and it came out really good. So that's the pie crust, the gluten-free crust, and then the inside of it, I've shown this before, but I just want to show it again. I hope I still have it. It's a sugar-free pie mix that I get at Walmart, of all places. It has no sugar and it's very good. It actually has a nice, decent amount of cherries in it. There it is. Good. I still have it. That is what I get. It's Walmart brand, great value cherry pie filling. And if you try to get it, says no sugar added in the blue, and then the bottom it has Splenda. It's very good. So for a sugar and gluten-free pie, that was delicious, I have to say. I mean, because, I usually cook a lot, and, my daughter is kind of tired of the bland, like, egg and fish, because we have fish a lot, egg and fish dinners. So I just wanted to cheer her up a little bit, show her I love her, and make that little pie. And I ended up eating it for dinner. But you know what? I'm not going to be that hard on myself. It had no sugar, no gluten, and I'm not feeling very well. And I ate that fish and low carb vegetables for breakfast and lunch. And once in a while, it's okay to treat yourself, especially when you're sick. So I had a pretty big piece for dinner. It's kind of messy coming out of there because the crust like is in the top and then the middle came out. And then I'm sorry to say, another piece, a smaller piece, with a cup of 1 measure cup, which was 8 ounces of coconut milk, unsweetened coconut milk. I don't feel really good about having that for dinner, but I really didn't. I mean, of course, after I made it for my daughter, she did like it. I also didn't want to deprive myself not having any because it was sugar and gluten free. And also, my daughter made a banana bread, but she put sugar and gluten in it earlier for my mom. And then she had some, and then my mom was offering me some. Of course, I can't have any because it has sugar and gluten. So I thought, well, to make it not so hard on me to always be saying no to all these delicious baked goods, I'm going to make something that I can eat. I'll make it kind of fun in the heart shaped with the hugs and kisses shapes and the hearts on it for my daughter. And, she'll have a treat, I have a treat. So it worked out great. And I would encourage any of you to have that mindset. Don't constantly place yourself in temptation. So if somebody makes something that you really shouldn't have, that's not going to go with your program, or someone gives it to you, you don't want to deprive your other family members of it. Don't try to force your plan on them. So many people try to do that because it makes it easier for us. But that's not how life works. You can't make people do things your way to make life convenient for you. Everyone has the right to eat the way they want to. So, instead of trying to tell my daughter, oh, you're really selfish to make that banana bread with sugar and gluten when I can't have it. That's selfish of me. Why should she and my mom not be able to have something that they really like? I mean, my mom loves the banana bread, and my daughter is very kind to make it for her. So who am I to say, you know what, that tempts me, so you shouldn't? No, that's selfish. So be prepared. Be prepared to make something for yourself. Have a stash of gluten and sugar-free treats for yourself that you could pull out. I gotta sneeze, sorry. Oh, hey. Ooh, excuse me. I hate being sick. Anyway, just have something ready so you can pull that out when you need to. Because if you think you can be perfectly strong every time and just always say no, don't push that. Don't be so hard on yourself because, as I said, there comes a point that you're like, this is miserable to see everybody eating all this yummy food that I like, and I have to live the rest of my life with that. Forget that. But if you always have something really yummy, you know, ready to have or make, because I mean, you have to be careful with that too, because sometimes if I make treats, I just eat them. I would eat them all the time. So I had something easy to make. I keep sticks of butter in the freezer. So I have a couple of packages of that gluten-free flour mix. I just had all the ingredients ready, and I always keep a couple cans of that pie filling because I like it, and it's a nice sugar-free treat. Sometimes I have it on my crepes that I make with the gluten-free flour. So I mean, this is not expensive stuff. Okay, the gluten-free flour mix is a little more expensive than regular flour, but not that much more. I mean, I don't eat it every day. Um, just have something ready, that's Walmart brand pie filling. It's not expensive. And the butter I have is Walmart brand as well. Um, it's really not that hard. And just have stuff easy to make and eat. And then you're ready. So I wasn't that tempted. I was before I made the pie to eat my daughter's delicious banana bread, but I wasn't afterwards. And then I kind of didn't feel right eating that junky food for dinner. I mean, it didn't have sugar or gluten, but it didn't have a lot of nutrients either. So I had a turmeric shake after that, and that is quite healthy. I ran out of my chia seeds, so I couldn't put that in there. But it was really, really good. I had the 1 cup of coconut milk, a frozen banana, a half cup of pineapple, frozen pineapple, all unsweetened. And then I put 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of turmeric, and a little sprinkling of clove, and some ice until it was like it's like almost like eating a blizzard. It's got a nice consistency, and it tastes like a pumpkin ice cream thing. I don't know why, because there's no pumpkin in it, but maybe it's a seasoning in there. And then I was done eating today. I didn't eat that much today, but what I ate was healthy, it was balanced. I think the turmeric shake kind of balanced out the cherry pie for dinner because it had the coconut milk, which had a little bit of protein, and all the bananas and pineapple. Um, it was good. And I did have the fish and the vegetables, green beans earlier in the day. So that's pretty healthy. So, I just want to say on the green beans, I put onion powder, salt and pepper, and a little bit of butter. It's very, very good. I love it. I learned that from a friend of mine named Melinda. And every time I have green beans, I think of her and miss her a little. I used to babysit for her, and she was teaching me when I was very young. I was a teenager. So she was teaching me how to cook things that her kids were used to. And I tried it. I really liked it. So now, every time I make green beans, I make it the way she showed me. I just put it in the microwave because they're frozen, and then I just sprinkle quite a lot of onion powder on it, salt and pepper, and then I just put a little pat of butter when it's on my plate. It's very, very good if you want to try it. So I ate protein, I ate vegetables, and yeah, my dinner was a little junky and carby, but it didn't have sugar or gluten, and the turmeric shake's pretty healthy. I'm hoping the turmeric will kind of help my immune system, and I will feel even better tomorrow. I feel about the same today as I did yesterday. So Let's hope I feel better tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.